Hi everybody, it's me Tiffany from FashShopaholic.com. And before I get started, I just want to apologize for the quality of this video as well as the angle. I know that I am really close, but I tried to record this on another camera and it just was not working out, and I didn't want to miss another video over something like that. Excuse me. So here I am still. Hopefully next week I'm able to figure out the interworkings of this new camera that I got as an early Christmas present, and I can bring you a video in 1080p. So, also, I'm sorry for not uploading my video last week. If you would still like to see it, I uploaded to Fat Shopaholic TV, and I'll put a link to it below so that you can feel free to check it out. What I wanted to talk about today was what to do over Christmas break. If you go to any school, you're on break, but if you go to college, you get like super break. Like my younger brother's in high school and he goes back to school like the first week of January, and I don't go back until like January 17th, and I've been out since like December 8th or something. So it can be a pretty long break. And if you're like me and you're not working, it can be weird when you don't have any place to like get dressed and go to every day. You can get really bored really easily. But I'm rarely ever bored. And there's way too many things in this world for you to ever be bored. So today I wanted to talk about some of the things that I do to occupy my time during Christmas break so that I'm not on Twitter complaining about being bored. The first thing I like to do is I love to catch up on my reading. I am a big reader, and it's really hard for me to read things during the course of the semester because I'm reading so many other things, and I get really unfocused, and I don't like to fly through my books. I usually read them out loud too. I usually read books out loud so that I really like get as much as possible on the first read. I don't like to fly through it. Although, to be perfectly honest, you should always read a book more than once because whether you intend it or not, especially if it's a suspenseful book, you kind of fly through it and not notice things because you're trying to get to like the big plot points. But if you read it a second time, you realize things that you read but you didn't really take in because you just wanted to get to the next plot point. So the book that I'm reading right now is called Delirium by Lauren Oliver. You can't see it because it's backwards, but just for reference purposes, focus back on me, please. Um, this book is basically set in a post-apocalyptic version of the U.S. where there is a cure for love, and everyone has to get the cure at 18 years old. So I'm not gonna say any more about it in case you want to read it. But I definitely highly recommend this book. It's extremely well written and I love it. It's a young adult book. Other books that I plan to read are the Vampire Diaries series, the Cirque du Freak series, the Help, and the Shiver series. I'm probably not gonna get to all of those over break, but those are what's on my reading list. Another thing that I do to kind of occupy my time during breaks and after you've eaten everything in sight at Christmas and it opens up all of your lovely gifts is I like to journal. This one displays my love for National Public Radio and also my love for Hello Kitty. And this is a Canson watercolor sketchbook. It's 9 by 12 with 100 pages. A journal and sketchbooks because they can handle my Sharpies because I usually write in good black pens or different color Sharpies. Also, I don't just journal in here, I do collages. I post pictures, I paint in here, I do so many different things in here. I've done different things with thread to create like 4 journals on a single page. Just all different things in here, and it really is just a good way to express your creativity not only through writing because technically I cannot draw or paint, but it's still fun to do it when you feel in the spirit. So this is a good way to maybe, I don't really like to chronicle though, but it's up to you. I take lists in here. I write beginnings to short stories in here because I do go to school for English. I jot down ideas in here. You can put anything you want. It's your journal. It's totally up to you, but it's a great way to express yourself. And when I look back through my older journals from high school, it's almost like a snapshot into the place that I was in at the time. Because like I said, they're pictures, they are collages of different bands that I was super into. So it really is just like you can look through it and it's like a snapshot of the person that you were at 16, and it's really creepy but also really amazing. So journaling or scrapbooking, whatever you want to call it, is pretty awesome. So that's one of the things that I like to catch up on my break. Especially if you got a camera this Christmas. If you wake up tomorrow and there's a camera under your tree, great way to start capturing memories. But don't force it though. Let the memories come natural. I once read this article in Teen Vogue about how people are so focused on doing certain things to take the picture that they kind of defeat the purpose, because you're not really like randomly capturing a memory. You're doing things so you can post about it on Facebook. Another thing that I like to do is has to do with this baby. This is my iPad. Oh no. Something random just came up. Ugh. Anyway, it's my iPad. And the reason why I brought this to you is not to brag. I know you guys are going to wake up tomorrow and have tablets under your tree. Tablet is like the hottest tech gift this season because I'm also really into technology. And I just want to talk about some great, awesome things you can do. One of my favorite things to do is listen to podcasts. My three favorites are This American Life, which is basically a stories podcast. Sound Opinions, which is a music podcast where different bands come, like Arcade Fire, St. Vincent, Amanda Palmer, and perform. And they also review music. And um, Definitely Not the Opera is a really good one. It's sort of a stories podcast with like interviews mixed in it. It's really, really good. Um, Another thing that I like to do on my iPad, obviously, is listen to music. Um, some of my favorites right now are the new Kimbra album, the new Saint Vincent album, um, Lana Del Rey. I'm really into her right now. So yeah, those are the three. The like, and yeah, those are the three artists that I've been playing back to back for the last couple of days. My taste always changes, but that is for right now. I also do read Kindle books. I read physical books as well as Kindle books because I have a Kindle. Um, like I read physical books because sometimes when I'm at the thrift store, they'll have a book that I've been wanting to read for like 50 cents. So, that's cheaper than a that's cheaper than a Kindle book. So, yes. Some other things that tablets are good for is a game playing. I know that all tablets don't have the same game, so I'm gonna try to pick some that I think are pretty universal. Um, Fruit Fruit Ninja, I know, is across all platforms. I think so is Words with Friends. And those are two really great, like, a sort of addictive time passing games. Um, I also have Tumblr on here. If you're really into fashion, definitely check out ASOS Magazine. If you get an iPad under your tree, it's 100% free and it's a really awesome magazine. For keeping up on blogs, I love Feedler RSS. It's basically like a RSS reader, where you put in the URLs to all of your favorite blogs and they just show up in the RSS reader, easy to read, and everything's in one place. You don't have to spend time clicking around to 1,000 different blogs. The most addictive game, I'm not sure if this game is across all platforms, but the last one I'm going to speak about is Lane Splitter. It's so addictive. All you do is like drive in a straight line and dodge cars, but you'll be so surprised at how addictive it is. So, those are the games that I urge you to check out and the things that I urge you to do on your iPad. Oh, also, one last thing. Download the NPR app. I know I talked about NPR a lot, but definitely download the NPR app. It's kind of difficult to explain, but you'll love it. So that's it. This video is kind of epic, but I really wanted to go through as much as possible. I hope you guys found something in this video that appeals to you and a great way to pass over your break. See you guys next Saturday. Bye.